Celebrity enthusiast, it's time to step into the world of a true legend and trailblazer.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dolly Parton!
Dolly Parton is a globally recognized country music icon, songwriter, actress, and philanthropist. With a career that spanned over 60 years, 53 Grammy nominations, and over 100 hit songs, she has fans from all over the world and from every generation. But as you're about to learn, Dolly's road to icon status has been full of twists and turns. But her life's motto is simple: stay true to yourself.
If you have a dream and a passion, you need to be true to yourself and true to that desire that you have.
Staying true to yourself, even in the face of criticism, is something that Dolly has practiced since she was a little girl growing up in the Great Smoky Mountains in rural Tennessee. As one of 12 kids, Dolly grew up with very little material wealth.
12 kids in the Smoky Mountains, and there's 8 kids younger than me, and so my daddy was real handy making toys, so he used to make a lot of homemade toys out of empty spools.
At grade school, Dolly's classmates bullied and made fun of her for being poor. But Dolly learned to hold her head up high and be herself anyway. Instead of trying to gain popularity at school, Dolly poured herself into songwriting and singing, a favorite pastime of her family. Dolly would later write about this formative experience in her country music hit, Coat of Many Colors.
Sewed the rags together, sewing every piece with love. She made my coat of many colors that I was so proud of.
When Dolly was 10 years old, her uncle Billy Owens heard her singing and saw that she had real talent. It was his idea to get her booked on the Cass Walker Show, a local radio and TV show. Dolly was hooked. The rest of her family didn't understand her ambitious dreams, but Uncle Billy Owens guided Dolly through the next steps of her career, often driving her back and forth to Nashville, Tennessee, so she could make connections and get signed to a label. At the age of 21, Dolly finally made her big break on the Porter Wagner Show.
No. Pretty Miss Dolly Parton. How about it?
Porter Wagner was a very popular country music star at the time, and he was looking for a female artist to play alongside him each week. But when Dolly Parton sang on the show that first night, the audience did not approve. They criticized Dolly for being too sexy, too high-pitched, too blonde.
I'm blonde, don't think I'm dumb, 'cause this dumb blonde ain't nobody's home.
Behind the scenes, Dolly Parton also dealt with all kinds of sexism and criticism in the music industry. She wrote songs about it though, trailblazing her way from one hit to another. Outwardly, Dolly developed a sense of humor about people's perceptions of her. It was this kind of realness that made people love her all the more.
Did you look like this when you were a kid?
Not quite.
I mean, you didn't have the blonde wig, but when you went into school, when you were 11, 12, 13, was it this about you?
Well, you mean the full...
And once Dolly conquered the hearts of country music fans, her popularity spread to other genres of music. Her 1974 hit Jolene put her on the map, and she caught the eye of another trailblazing woman, Jane Fonda. Jane Fonda convinced Dolly to star in a film called 9 to 5, a comedy about women taking revenge on their condescending male bosses. Dolly Parton's larger-than-life personality lit up the screen. It was an instant hit that pushed Dolly permanently into mainstream popular culture. And the song Dolly wrote for the film? It became the musical backdrop of the 1970s and 1980s feminist movement.
This one.
To many, this was the moment where Dolly should have peaked in her career, but Dolly had other ideas. She knew what she was capable of. She went on to compose over 3,000 songs, including the international pop hit I Will Always Love You, which was made popular by Whitney Houston. But as Dolly's acclaim grew greater than she ever imagined, earning nominations for a Golden Globe, Tony, Emmy, and multiple Grammys, she remained the same down-to-earth person who writes songs that so many people can connect to. Known for her cheerful and upbeat demeanor, Dolly became even more beloved as years went by, not just for her talent, but for her wisdom as well.
Be your own self. Don't try to be what somebody else wants you to be. You just listen to your heart, you listen to what God tells you to do, and listen to me as much as you will, but be yourself. And so I think that that's followed me.
But Dolly knew firsthand how difficult it is to be yourself. From the time she was a child getting teased for her homemade clothes, to receiving public criticism about the way she presents herself as an entertainer. Dolly has chosen to be authentic despite what anyone thinks. As she says, "The way I see it, if you want the rainbow, you got to put up with the rain." And in Dolly's case, sometimes all you can do is laugh at the rain.
I'm the worst dressed of all time, it said. Swear.
Are you really?
I swear.
The worst dressed of all time?
Yeah, see, there it is. What does it say?
Dolly has enjoyed a lot of rainbows in her life, rainbows that she chooses to share with others. Even when she was a young artist, Dolly always dreamed of giving back to the community that had shaped her. Once she had many hits under her belt in 1986, Dolly did just that. She bought an old theme park in Tennessee and transformed it into Dollywood. Not only did this create jobs for locals, it established a tourism industry in East Tennessee that's still alive and well today. This investment in her community sparked more philanthropic endeavors. She founded the Dollywood Foundation, an organization that still provides college scholarships, a free book program for kids, hospital funding, vaccine research, and so much more.
Okay, let me get a little rhythm here. Oh, books, books. I love books. The way they feel and smell and look.
In 1992, another part of Dolly's legacy was born, a little baby girl named Miley Cyrus. As a dear friend of Miley's country music dad, Billy Ray Cyrus, Dolly Parton became a godmother to Miley. She became a constant source of musical influence, guidance, and strength for Miley. Dolly's twangy vocals and authentic nature made a lasting impact on Miley, shaping her music and career.
See ya.
Dad, I'm not in the mood to see anybody right now.
Well, fine. You don't want to see me, I would just turn that bus around and head on back to Nashville. Look at you, my...
For Miley, Dolly is a beloved friend and mentor who has modeled both her career and life journey. Inspired by Dolly's steadfast authenticity as she soared to success, Miley has followed her example time and time again. Whether composing tunes, dazzling crowds on stage, or tackling life's twists and turns, Miley derives strength from Dolly's legacy.
She is the best.
Here's you and Dolly. This is the
Me and my fairy godmother.
That's it. That's right.
Even now, in her late 70s, Dolly continues to stand as a beacon of self-expression and philanthropy. She's still writing, performing, and recording music, and reminding everyone to keep being yourself, even when times get tough.
To really be true to yourself, you need to be willing to sacrifice if you have to, but never sacrifice your principles and your values. But you can keep on keeping on until something's bound to happen.